What it do, what it do, what it do. This is your boy, back with another week of 5 live streams and videos. First of all, I want to thank all my subscribers as usual. They patient and they are devoted. I thank you for your PayPals, your Super Chats, and your Cash App. We have a grown ass chat. That's what we have. And our chat is better, not second to none, better than none. So with that said, Canelo Alvarez did an interview on Max Kellerman. I believe it's called Max on Boxing, some bullshit. Alright? Other words, another motherfucker with a show. Don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but going around in circles. Don't you remember Jim Lampley's show? The something game? Well, anyway, Canelo Alvarez believes if Andre Ward comes out of retirement, that he will and he can beat him. You see what I mean? Now, I was going to talk about this on my show today, and I still will. But for some reason, Canelo never fought the big one. Let me put it this way. He never fought a rough, tough fighter. Let me give you an example. When he fought Floyd Mayweather was out his prime, but Floyd gave him a boxing lesson. He took his ass to the chalkboard. That's what he did. He gave him a boxing lesson. Young boy, you're not going to come in here and think you're going to beat me, an undefeated fighter who paid his dues. So, let's move on. What about the fight with Estrella Laura? Now, he should have lost that fight, but they gave it to him anyway. Why? Just because he was the franchise of boxing at that time. He was a pup trying to grow up like Floyd Mayweather. Now, what about Andre Ward fighting Kovalev and him fighting Kovalev? They always try to compare those two at light heavyweight or 175, whatever you want to fucking call it. They tried to compare them. Oh, they tried so hard. But this going to surprise you. Andre Ward is like Stella. He got his groove back. That's right. He said, and I quote, and I unmotherfucking quote. He said, wait a minute, how can Canelo could beat me? And I fought the tough fight. I fought the Kovalev in his prime when he was the better fighter than the one that fought him. And you know what? I did some thinking. And I said, you know what? Andre might be right. Let's think about it. He fought Rocky fucking Fielding. Who he was, I don't know. But think about it. He could have fought a lot of good fighters at 175. He could have fought a Charlo, a Jamal Charlo. But no, he didn't want that. And Andre Wright, he been cherry picking all his life. If you think about it, everybody that he fought was out of their prime or older. Think about it. Matter of fact, get your coffee, sit down, and think about it. So there's nothing special there, people. They want us to think it's something special there. It's not. He got a franchise belt for being Canelo. Being Canelo winning against the senior citizens of boxing. That's what I call it. Because we know that the Kovalev Andre Ward fought, he won on a decision the first time. The second time, he won tremendously. A sure thing victory. Now, he wasn't the same Kovalev that fought Canelo. He turned around, and this is quick. Most boxers don't do that. And fought Canelo. Now, some people say it might have been a dive. Some people say it looked like a dive, which it did. But I'm going to remain optimistic. I'm just going to remain to say that the motherfucker was old. All right? Let's get it. Let's talk about it. He had the name, but he didn't have the stamina. He didn't have the moves. He didn't have his reflexes. Hell, that's what happens when your ass get old. So Canelo is nothing special. Now, I'm not a big fan of Andre Ward because he don't know his identity. And once he learned that, maybe, just maybe, he'll know who he is and he'll know what side of the fence to stand on. But right now, sitting in the middle of the fence ain't gonna get it. Riding that bitch like a horse ain't gonna get it, Andre. But nevertheless, Canelo is not the fighter you all think he is. Ward is right. He has cherry-picked every opponent that he fought. If you don't believe me, look it up. You know he pulled Rocky Fielding out of the crack of his ass when he had, I don't know how many light heavyweights he could have fought. He could have fought at 175. He could have fought at 160. 160. But see, at 160 you had Jamal Charlo. At 160 you had good hard hitters moving up from 154. So basically what it is a cherry pick, people. And the WBC, and of course his bitch holding his pocket, Oscar De La Hoya, allows this. And he's right. He doesn't work for me, I work for him. You damn right you work for him. Strain for some change, if you know what I mean. Yes, you work for him. So you cannot compare apples and motherfucking oranges. You just can't do it. See, KQ, KC, I'm the type of motherfucker that don't believe in fantasy shit. Conspiracy theories. I don't. Alright? You don't want to believe what you read. Like, let's say the Bible. But you sit there and believe what you hear and read about a motherfucker telling you that a black man was an Indian with a white woman and all that dumb shit. Alright? But you can't believe that Canelo Alvarez cherry-picked all his opponents. I know. I get it. He had the Hispanic community behind him. I get it. He had the pseudo-moms behind him, which is Hispanic, which probably live down the street from him. I get that. But when it comes to the sport of boxing, when it comes to something I care about, you have to be, first of all, on an even playing field. And we all know that he got caught with his hands in the cookie jar. He just never got prosecuted for it. He just never got wrote up about it. Give me a pen, give me a camera, and give me a goddamn microphone. See, that's the problem with old media. You know what? It might be the problem with some of the new medias. They don't ask the right questions. Why? Because they're scared they're going to lose their motherfucking credentials. Fuck that. If you had your credentials one day, at least you got your point across. It's called morals. It's called sacrifice. And again, Andre Ward is correct. Many people, many pundits has compared Andre Ward to Canelo just on the Kovalev fight itself. There's no way Canelo Alvarez is a better fighter at 175 or 160 with Andre Ward. Andre Ward had boxing fundamentals. Canelo doesn't. He's just like a Cassazoo, just a power right hand. That's all you got. What else you got? Now, he might move his head a little bit, and that's about it. So therefore, if you go, I don't like to compare resumes, but if you go through their resumes, and you will see everyone that Canelo fought. And I want you to tell me when I come on at 1 o'clock today, I want you to tell me, who did he fight that was out of their prime or older or younger, I'm sorry. Who did he fight that was on his level, will give him competition, and he didn't cherry pick? Now, we know about Estrella Laura, so that don't fucking count. Alright? Estrella Laura should have won that fight, but they gave it to the favorite. Boxing is a dirty game, but it's a game I love. It was gonna take me, Fanon, 78 Sport, the LDBC, period, to straighten this shit out. We have to ride along, but we have to ride together. I am KQ, KC Boxing Network. If you like the content of this video, oh my God, you got to subscribe to me. And subscribe right now. And that way, you get a chance to get notified every time I do a live stream or a video. All you have to do is hit the icon bell. And there you go. I come on Monday through Friday. That's 1 o'clock p.m. 1 o'clock p.m. Lately, people have been coming on my time. Show a little respect, people. I show respect, and I expect respect back in return. We are part of a rotation in the LWC. Now, it doesn't matter how many subs you have. I don't give a fuck. You have 100. You don't barge in and feel, okay, I'm going to go live right now. Fuck the rules, huh? No. What's good for one should be good for the other. That's one thing about KQKC. I speak the fuck up. Shit. I mean, this is the third time this happening to me. This week. This past week. Now, I'm not a thirsty motherfucker. All I'm asking is for a little respect. I'm a respectful person. I respect you, and I would love for you to respect me. That's one thing about it. If I'm on, let's say on the weekend or something, and I know somebody else comes on at that time where I don't know, and somebody tell me, I jump right off. Any of my subscribers could tell you that. So, I'm asking you, do not go live when I'm live at 1 o'clock. I normally go to 2:15 or 2:30. After that, I don't know who else is next because there's a gap in there, and you can take that gap. So, with that, that's all I have. Like I said, I come on Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I come on right after Panay International Boxing. Saturday mornings, I come on at 10:30 a.m. And that's Central Time. We be grinding. So, shout out to the LDBC. Shout out to all my subscribers. And with that, I will see you at 1 o'clock p.m. Peace.